Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. I'm excited to bring to you today this delicious recipe called slow cooked beans. We're all looking for easy ways to cook, and of course the slow cooker this time of the year or any time of the year is always a perfect way to speed it up or to slow it down. So if you're going to work and you wanted to have beans, and this is a replica of our baked beans, I'll also share that link with you. So if this interests you, stick around and let's get started.
Bonita's kitchen to yours. Bonita's kitchen. It's kitchen to yours.
So I'm going to show you and tell you all the ingredients, but I'm going to leave the amounts under this video in the description area. I got a half a pack of bacon. You could use the bacon that you like eating, the smoked bacon or regular bacon. I just like a regular bacon. I got some Worcestershire sauce. I got some apple cider vinegar. We got some ketchup, onion, salt, brown sugar, molasses, pepper, onion powder, mustard, and of course our beans. And this is just a white pea beans, and they're great for baking and all sorts, soups and everything. So let's just get started here and I'll tell you more as we go. So what you would do the night before, you would take your bag of beans. This is a 454 gram bag, but it doesn't matter what size of bag you put there. You'll put them into some cold water and let it soak overnight, and then when you're ready to use them, drain off that water. So we'll do that next. What we're going to do now is cut the bacon into just, I'm going to say bite-sized pieces, because you're not going to see this really in the beans when it's cooked. But the reason why I want to cut it, I want to fry it just for a few minutes to ream off some of that fat and grease, because I'm going to be using that as well. If you don't want to use bacon and you want to use the pork, fat pork, we usually buy here in Newfoundland and Labrador, you could use that or both of them. It doesn't matter. So let's get this frying. So I'm just gonna toss all of that bacon, and of course we have bacon here, so more bacon the better. It doesn't matter, but this is a half of a pack. I'm gonna put it on my stove top and then we'll start layering the ingredients. So when you soak your beans or your peas, you can your white pea beans, or beans we call it, you can just leave it on the countertop in the cold water, and when you wake in the morning, if you want to add some more water until you're ready to put it in your slow cooker, that's fine. But after you're ready, drain all the water off. That's what I'm going to do, and then we're going to start layering it in our slow cooker. So your onion, you're going to chop in small pieces and toss into the slow cooker. Now if you want to, you can caramelize those, but again, when all of this is cooked, you're not even going to notice the onions in there. They're going to be so soft and tasty. You'll be, it wouldn't make a difference. But your bacon, I want the grease to go with this as well. We're going to toss all of that white beans in there, and you can tell that they're after almost doubling in size when they are soaked. And then we're going to layer in the ingredients. Again, the amount is going to be in the description bar below. So this is our cider apple vinegar. And before, when I soaked the beans, I put a half a teaspoonful of sea salt in it while it was soaking, and then another half in with all the ingredients. So that's the salt. You will put some black or white pepper over that, some onion powder, little unit here today, onion powder, and we got some brown sugar. And of course, I'll always say the Worcestershire sauce wrong, but the W sauce is what a lot of our friends call it. We got some yellow mustard, but you could use the mustard that you enjoy eating. It could, whatever your favorite is. I was going to use my mother's sauce there that my friend gave us a recipe for it, but I'll share that link with you as well. And we're going to be putting in there some ketchup. Just toss it on in. Bacon is almost done, so I'll pull that in here very shortly. I got some molasses there. Now you can use the molasses that you like using. You can get the fancy molasses, the cooking molasses. People got their preference, and I'll leave that to you. I got a little small bit of oil in there. You'd see it's coming out easily when you put oil in the bowl, or you can just eyeball it and pour it in. But again, the recipe is posted below. So now let's mix that all through. Now I'm just going to mix this through. And what I'm going to do there as well, toss in there 5 cups of hot water. Now this is where the tricky part comes in. I'm just going to do this gradually here. Of course, when you put the water and everything in your slow cooker, you usually leave it alone until it's all cooked. But if you look in the window part of your lid and you see that it needs some more liquid, toss in some more water, because you may need it. These beans they will expand more as they cook. And I'm just going to leave, so it's 5 cups of water in total. I'm going to leave about a cup in mine. I got a small slow cooker to add into it as we go. Now let me reach for the bacon. So now I got my delicious bacon with a little bit of frying on it. I'll show you that. We'll add it into the slow cooker. Just got a light frying on it just to get that caramelization going and ream out some of that oil. Now you toss it all in with your beans and all of the other ingredients, including that bacon grease, eh, Raymond? Mm-hmm. I mean,
puts that extra little flavor.
Yeah, you can almost roll in that for sure. And I know everybody, you might say, no, that's too much, but it's not. In this big pot of beans, you are going to love it. This is a delicious recipe. A nice way to do it if you didn't want to have to cook it, bake it in your oven. With the slow cooker is perfect. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that now. So put your lid on your slow cooker, turn it to low. Unless you're wanting to force this along, you can put it on high. But if you put it on high, you want to be close by because you don't want for it to dry up and have the liquid all cooked. But on low, and then when you get home from work or when you finish your errands, come back and check it, and you will have a delicious batch of these slow cooked beans. I'll show you what that looks like when they're done, and I'll show you some that I got in a bottle that I keep in my fridge for just short time storage, but it's delicious and we have it almost every week. Okay, we'll get back to you when it's done. Now this has been in here for about 6 hours, just about to the, I guess, the cooking temperature and consistency that I want. But because I'm not in any rush, I'm going to let it go for just another hour or so because me and Raymond is enjoying that smell. But I'm going to show you over here what it looks like when it's totally done. Our slow cooked beans is cooked or just about cooked, but luckily for us we have got some here to show you in advance, and I got a beautiful breakfast display here to show you and a nice cup of tea. Come in and have a look. Now just look at these delicious slow cooked beans, and it is delicious just the same as if you would bake them in the oven. And of course when it comes out of the slow cooker, put them in your mason jar. Look at the rim of, you can see the oil from the bacon across the top. It's fully sealed. Actually, this one was from like a month ago. And what you could do then is let it pop and come to room temperature on your counter and put it in your fridge. Now this is Raymond's favorite way of eating these baked beans. Putting it on a piece of toast.
I think I should be the first taster on this one.
Well, you could. I'm just going to pass it to you. That's
Okay.
How's that?
While you're...
Now,
Okay.
just look there, Raymond.
Oh,
Don't burn yourself, and no charming behind that. Behind
I
that.
can't guarantee.
And this is it. You can have it for your breakfast, dinner, or supper. Bottle them, put them in your fridge until you eat them all. Of course, this little slow cooker we got here makes about 3 to 4 bottles, and that's it. As good as it gets. I'm gonna have a little taste now.
Okay. 1 second.
You're too funny, Raymond. Myself and Raymond enjoys using the slow cooker, and this one is only a small one, and I'm sure if you're using a big old slow cooker you can double this recipe and make just as much. I don't can them or bottle them for long term. I just make it as I want it for a couple of months, maybe 3 months or so, and just put them in my fridge. But now I'm going to add a little taste on another piece of bread. Of course, I'm eyeing that bacon there and that bologna. Oh my gosh, to dip this in. Yum.
I can say from this side of the camera now that it's definitely 2 thumbs up. Too good to eat.
4 thumbs up right now.
4 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up.
Okay.
Dipping probably that bacon in there and some bologna. I feel that I got it all over my face. Sorry about that. I'll have a sip of my tea and I'll tell you how you can get this recipe and how much to use. I've been making baked beans for a long time, and in a big old Dutch oven, put in the oven, and the oven is on for 6-8 hours, and it's like sweltering in here, especially if you're doing that in summer or spring. But having the slow cooker and having slow cook recipes is absolutely amazing. And if you're doing it slow and letting it cook, having it soaked overnight, of course, your beans, it would speed it up a little, but the smell, oh my gosh, too good. And this recipe is posted in under a video. It could be a see more or an arrow pointing down. Just click that and it will pop up, give you all the ingredients and the amounts we put in there. If you can't find it there, send me a message at bonitakitchen@gmail.com. You can also, of course, visit us on our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com, or stop by on our Facebook page, and we can share, and we'll share it with you there, of course, along with a lot of different recipes and up-and-coming recipes that you may have not seen or you can't wait to see. So good. So I'm so excited for you to make this recipe, and I hope you leave us a message letting us know what you think of it. And again, we want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by here today on behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team. And from our kitchen to yours, thank you for joining us, and you have a wonderful day. And 2 thumbs up. I can have another taste of the beans.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for another slice of that bread with the beans. Perfect.
And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea. A journey in culinary. Always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen.